Well guys, it looks like the SpongeBob Movie Search for SquarePants has finally gotten its teaser trailer, and so far I've gotta say, this looks pretty awesome. So let's get into this trailer breakdown video, but before we do, if you are new here, just consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us on out into that YouTube algorithm. The trailer opens up with text pounding onto the screen saying, "This Christmas," which implies that this movie may either come out on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2025, or sometime within December itself. If you guys didn't already know, Search for SquarePants has gone through an insane amount of release date shifts, and this very well may be its third shift. If you're interested in learning more about its release date shifts, click the annotation in the upper right corner. I have an entire video breaking all of that down. But anyway, the trailer turns into SpongeBob gasping in surprise as more text pounds in saying, "Something big," as SpongeBob hilariously continues to gasp. Further information is seen to say, "is coming to theaters." In full translation, this is saying in full, "This Christmas, something big is coming to theaters." Cutting directly to SpongeBob shouting, "I'm ready." Now, this shot interests me because this shot here has some interesting lighting. So as you can see, we do have SpongeBob standing on a wooden floor, but within the background, you notice how dimly lit this area truly is. And it seems bare until you notice this velvet rope over on the left. So I have strong doubts this area is the Krusty Krab. I do think this area has something to do with the plot in the film, but only time will tell. We then cut to our first shot of Patrick Star, who appears to be laying on the ground with various colored seashells detailed on the sand. The face he's making here really reminds me of the face he's made during the cotton candy scene from Sponge Out of Water. Nevertheless, this transitions to a gathering within the Krusty Krab, featuring several characters like SpongeBob, Patrick, Gary, Mr. Krabs, Sandy, Mrs. Puff, and several other fish. This crowd all appears to be gathered listening to a speech narrated by SpongeBob and Patrick. If you look closely, you'd notice that Patrick is holding this torn in half picture frame. It is unclear what this image used to represent, but I can at least identify the word big, and it is quite possible this image used to have some sort of white circle within the frame before. So Patrick here is seen to jump off the cashier stand, dropping the frame held in his right hand in SpongeBob's care. It seems that Patrick intends to crowd dive here, but it looks like everyone moves out of the way, leaving poor little Gary smack dab in the middle as he tries to escape Patrick's inevitable impact. Unfortunately, he does end up crushing Gary, and as you can see, he still has that picture frame half in his left hand. More text on the screen appears. "They're about to go," which turns into SpongeBob walking down the road as it is audible that he has stepped on Plankton, which very well may be a nod to a similar scene detailed in the very first SpongeBob movie. SpongeBob lifts his foot and notices Plankton's splattered body all over the underside of his shoe, as Plankton shouts, "Watch where you're going." This is where SpongeBob apologizes for stepping on him, but hilariously continues to walk anyway. More text surfaces on the screen, where they've never... This quite literally transitions over to SpongeBob hopping out of a treasure chest within the Krusty Krab, wearing an oversized pirate outfit. The chest does have the letter K on it, and as you can see, there are swords mantled on the wall, and a couple of trinkets over on the left. And from my understanding, these trinkets aren't a reference to anything. Patrick soon after is seen to leap out of the chest. Likewise, he is also wearing a pirate outfit with a hook hand as a hat, a red and white striped shirt, and an eye patch over his pelvis area. So seemingly they've been playing dress up before the expedition they're about to embark on. More text continues with "gone before," adding up to "they're about to go where they've never gone before." This cuts to the Flying Dutchman's grand return as his pirate ship is seen to come through this portal tube, which oddly reminds me of the portals featured in the Cosmic Shake video game. So check this out guys, this seems to be a location in which SpongeBob and the gang are traveling to. A large island with a long path up to it, many ropes, and what I presume are traps. The island is designed with a big skull and crossbones with a pirate hat built, and it looks like those golden teeth over here may indeed surface as some kind of a doorway inside. Standing aboard his ship, cracking his fingers, shining light onto the narrator's previous statement, shouting, "The Underworld, it's not for the faint of heart." SpongeBob and Patrick are with him on his ship, chattering their teeth. Now, if you've noticed, Patrick does appear to be wearing his pirate attire, but SpongeBob, on the other hand, is not, and is in his usual attire, so it appears that something had previously happened to his pirate outfit that we don't know yet. As they chatter their teeth, we then witness several very scary creatures down here in the underworld, ranging from single-eyed jellyfish creatures with hooks instead of stingers, or sharp-teethed creatures with an eyeball attached to its tongue. And this one is interesting because it seems that Gary, Mr. Krabs, and Squidward are all on the head of a boat staring this thing down. We did already know that characters like Squidward, like Mr. Krabs, would be joining them on this journey according to the first teaser image on the movie back in 2023. But anyway, this cuts to SpongeBob crouching down in absolute fear as he lays a brick, similar to how a chicken would lay an egg. But this isn't just any brick, it's actually SpongeBob's lucky brick as he describes here. We then see SpongeBob donning a brand new pirate outfit, standing on this platform holding a staff of some kind, conversing with this human pirate, who presumably just may be the bad guy of the movie. Mr. Krabs can be heard narrating, "Dutchman's taken SpongeBob to the deepest, most dangerous part of the sea, the Underworld." During this, SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs are seen flying over a beach on a three-headed seagull. But besides that, they're also seen in ghost forms, which is quite reminiscent of the Curse of Bikini Bottom episode, where SpongeBob and Patrick are turned into ghosts by the Flying Dutchman. Continuing, Ghost SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs are seen riding a roller coaster at some sort of amusement park. And finally, Mr. Krabs can be seen holding this map, as he appears to be standing within a pirate ship's interior. He opens his map and actually shares with others, unlike the ARG episode. As we can see, this highly detailed map presumably marking some sort of pathway to follow. Many areas can be spotted like Sand Mountains, The Worlds, The Portal, Mountains of Despair, Cursed Shell Cottage, Crossroads, Singing Cliffs, Underworlds, Death Valley, and Challenge Cove. Mr. Krabs then points towards the sketch of this island, which we saw earlier in the trailer. The sketch is outlined in blue, as a lightning strike blasts from it, lighting up the room, frightening Gary. Moreover, we can see Mr. Krabs' team consisting of Squidward and Gary, as Squidward, in his wigged pirate outfit, says in response to Mr. Krabs announcing the Underworld. Squidward asks, "Underwear?" and then chuckles from saying underwear as nobody seems impressed. The logo then flashes onto the screen, turning into SpongeBob saying, "Destiny is squeezing my buns. Do you feel it?" And Patrick's all like, "Nothing. But don't let me slow you down." And the room they're standing in is interesting with all of these covered up items. In SpongeBob's hands are some kind of a flute with a skull attached to it. That is until the last bit of text comes on the screen saying, "Swashbuckle up. Only in theaters. Christmas." So yeah, that was the trailer. I really loved how traditional this trailer felt, and this is definitely looking up to be my favorite SpongeBob movie out of their prominent 3D animated ones. I have very high hopes for this, and I hope you do too. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, just consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, tell me what you thought. What are your thoughts on the trailer? And what are your predictions over the movie's plot? And if you would like to see even more SpongeBob content, and if you would like to see my Let's Play series on SpongeBob SquarePants, The Cosmic Shake, click the playlist that you're currently seeing on your screen. Or maybe if you would rather see my thoughts over Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, which if that's the case, click the other video that you're currently seeing on your screen.